Hello everyone, bringing you some more duels for the day. Trying out some new card backs because the last update, it said it's so you can have a card back for yourself and then a different one for your opponent. So, you know, what better to use than the Magic the Gathering backs, even though I like that game as well. It just seemed fitting though. Looks like I'm playing a fairy deck, or Dark Lord fairy deck. These guys are pretty evil about their spamming, so I'm gonna see if I can do just as well as they usually do and out-spam them. And the problem is, I don't want this destroyed. I want to banish it with Deep Prison, so hopefully he doesn't get rid of this. Although he does have to set up his grave a little bit more. Wait, this has another effect? What's going on here? Wait, what's he doing? I'm not sure what just happened. Oh, you can send a fairy to that. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty much the build that's been going around. It's just they try to get this thing out, and then they just draw like there's no tomorrow. And it looks like he doesn't have a lance or anything to stop it, so he probably wanted this effect to go off, especially because let's see if what he's going to summon. It probably won't matter. I'll be able to run it over. Ooh, dirty. If I hadn't have had Bottomless, that would have actually been a huge problem. Christia hurts this deck a lot. And yeah, that's fine. He can destroy Mirror Force. I don't mind. Because I'm going to have game regardless. I have the Strato. He has no back row. I have Scrap Beast. Oh, wow. And a Scrap Storm. And it looks like he didn't mill anything good, so as long as he doesn't have a Veiler in his hand, which I don't believe he does. No, he does not. This should be game. Although I suppose it is possible that these guys could be using hand traps. I doubt it. That's just being what could possibly stop me right now. It would be hand trap. I don't think he's running it though. This should actually be game, and it's against a good deck too. If these guys get going or they open up with a really good hand, they're incredibly challenging to stop. They can just pour beaters onto the field. They're also the deck that they're one of the few ways to. There's that God card auto win where you tribute one of each God card and then you win. They're actually capable of doing that, which is crazy. Okay, so let's see if this goes through. If for whatever reason I don't win, then I'm just gonna make a Draco sack and pop his back row. Oh, he's gonna be at 100, or not 100, 500. Okay, so I didn't win this turn. Slightly disappointing. Did I do that wrong? No, I didn't do anything wrong. Just because he had a Lila on the field. I could have just ran over it with Nizamu, but I didn't really see the need for that. Wouldn't have really changed the outcome. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. One of their weaknesses is that they do tend to run a lot of big monsters that they need they need some sort of an outlet to get them onto the field. So if he doesn't have another one of these, he might not have very many options at the moment. And if worse comes to worse, I'll be able to set up my full Scrap Loop next turn by summoning Goblin and then using Scrap Storm. That'll let me draw a card and then get Chimera. And since I already have Beast in the grave, that's all I need. So, okay, he even had the Dark Hole, so that's a pretty dirty card. And he has another. Okay, he does have another way to special summon. Hopefully he doesn't have another Christia. That would just be. Okay, it's an Athena. That means he's going to have to suicide. And it looks like he's going to. Okay. So, he made a pretty nice comeback there. Let's see. I could use this right now, but that was my normal summon, so I'm not going to. Right now he's top decking minus that card, which it might not be anything good, so he's basically top decking, and I'm just gonna let him pour out his resources as he sees fit. Okay, I'm not sure what face downs they use. It could be pretty much anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with I'm gonna make a Scrap Dragon right now. I'm just going to destroy his face down just in case it's a floater of sorts, which they can potentially be running. And since I've already basically eliminated the idea that he has any hand traps, this should be game. He already used his Dark Hole, so I'm just going to get rid of the Lance Again, he really needs this. This is a very important card for him to have, so I'll be destroying it. Or I'll be destroying it with MST, since I'm going to be getting rid of the Lance and not the MST. He could potentially be running a Raikou too. I would rather not have to get destroyed by that. Okay, so let's see what his face down is, if it's anything good. Maybe he's being really tricky and it'll be a Dandelion or something. Okay, it's just an Herald of Orange Light. Interesting tech card. I guess that makes sense to get your beaters from your hand to the grave. Looks like that should be game though. Yep. So, beating a fairy deck, I think I got kind of fortunate because I opened up really well and I was able to stop his plays. So if you enjoyed this video, please comment, rate, subscribe, and stay brutal.